1-point lead, Wichita State. 1 minute to go, first half. Williams defends on Siva. Hancock takes it to the paint, feeds the corner. It's Henderson in front of the rim. 14 seconds. The largest deficit, 16. It actually happened on 2 occasions this year. They came back 16 down. And that's going to be on Jang.
Baker still in the game. Orukpe setting the screen right there. And a drive inside by Baker. And Orukpe can't get the loose. He can finish strong. Van Vliet. Baker for 3. Beautiful. Thank you. And of course, you see Marquette, the number 3 seed, reaching the NCAA Elite 8 for the first time since 2003. Lenny, some opening thoughts here.
Well, again, LaSalle has to find a way to get some good looks. They've been challenged at every shot they've taken, but also from the perimeter. This is a team that thrives on perimeter shooting because they don't have an awful lot in the middle right now.
LaSalle, to me, they look shell-shocked. Disadvantage. They don't have that man in the middle to clog up the paint area.
Oh, Cotton saw an opening. Orukpe picks up the loose ball. Wichita State, 13 field goals they've made, 10 layups. They go inside again. Clay Anthony early could not get it to go.
He didn't have to shoot that. Being double teamed, they certainly could have found someone.
Whoa, from way outside, from Pasadena, the shot won't go in by Galloway. They're scrambling on the floor. It's picked up 92. So they're feeling very good about the direction of the program. And Dr. John Giannini. Mills, a 3. But they better start hurrying here.
It's psychological, too, for them, too.
Right, it's 13 points. A couple of stops, consistent defense. That'll help you.
Repeat.
Psychological, too, for them, too.
Right, it's 13 points. A couple of stops, consistent defense. That'll help you.
Repe inside. Trying to make it happen. LaSalle right now on a little 18-7 run. Mills trying to watch Armstead, who blows right by him. Orukpe picks it up and puts it back in.
And there's where size really helps you, because they couldn't keep Orukpe off the glass. And at a point when they certainly need to, he's not a back-to-basket scorer or anything like it. You've got to be able to neutralize him.
Orukpe from Lagos, Nigeria. Mills with a 3. Orukpe picks it up. And here come the Shockers again.
Feeling to be here at the Sweet 16 with his son. And you may have noticed there was a guy sitting next to him. That was Hassan. He's doing your job, play-by-play for his father, so that he knows what's happening.
I'm sure he's doing a better job. Under 6 to play here in the second half. Lewis, thank you. Here comes the aforementioned Galloway. Orukpe inside, grabs the loose ball.
Early over Olenek, and a foul against Dower here. Again, Ehimen. Woodall tracks it down for Pitt. This is Cameron Wright, redshirt sophomore, in for the first time.
Woodall wants the ball off a high ball screen. He just hit a jump shot. Now we look for the senior from the Bronx to hit another one.
Cotton defending, and Orukpe comes to hedge on the screen. Shot clock at 7. Taylor taking Orukpe too strong. And Wichita's
when you get an angle, Taylor can be an effective offensive play.
Offensive rebound Orukpe. Offensive rebound Orukpe bottled up. Adams, the 7-footer, tips the pass. It's a big day from him and everyone else in what could be a potential third-round matchup here Saturday against Gonzaga. Right, the kick to Robinson. Well, how many wide open look?
Where they dodge 2. Lanigan. And Chanike, the 3rd try coming now for Creighton. 0 for 12 combined from the floor for both teams.
A little nerves, I think, don't you?
Yeah.
The magnitude of the game.
Size of it all.
Yeah, this is where he's tough. Great footwork. And look at this defense.
Very deep. Yeah.
Glass.
And a recycle for Wichita State.
Challenge him. Not so sure that's what you want to tell Orukpe on the glass, though.
Oh, good pass.
pass. Orukpe finding Cotton. Him. He's got to be creative with those puppies. Keep it moving.
Orukpe trying to make amends on the putback, but can't get it to fall.
One last night. Up, down, up, down.
Illinois State finally got its. Williams, Armstead. Rebounded inside by Orukpe. He has to bring it back.
Yet they got swept by Drake. Just an up and down year for Indiana State. Orukpe cleans it, but Downing comes out to save the possession for the time being. Save the possession for the time being. 51 blocks for Orukpe, and now Missouri State just out hustling Wichita State.
Orukpe brought the ball down. Pickens like a thief in the night.
That's what the Shocks usually do to their opponents. Open look and another offensive rebound, but this is going to be a foul on Orukpe. 1 for 2 and actually ups his average. It's kind of typical Wichita State. Kind of a slug it out 2-point lead. They beat VCU earlier this year at VCU. Now they're going to get Downing the goal again. Spins off. No appellate court.
This is the difference that Orukpe makes. When he's in the game, the perimeter players can push out further on the basketball, enforcing deeper threes.
Malcolm Armstead has not scored for the Shockers, and usually gets 10 a game, the Oregon transfer. Marshall rhythm 3. Wichita State fortunate on that. Marshall rhythm 3. Wichita State fortunate on that one. Orukpe. No bank in this.
1 for 2 from the line. And it's
Defense to offense. That's Wichita State.
They don't shoot the ball extremely well, but they are as good a defensive club as you'll find in this country. Alone, McDermott. First miss of the game for the All-American.
That has it. The race to the hole. Up with the left-handed loop, and he couldn't quite get it down. Ehimen Orukpe. Van Vliet. 3 ball on the way. Wiggins had a good look at it. Orukpe with the offensive glass. Couldn't finish with the left. Cotton on the glass and the foul. So Wichita State all the way to the basket. And tipped in. State looking to close that first half on a little bit of a run here, get the deficit down to a more manageable number. The problem with Ryan is you've got to defend him all over the court because he doesn't have range. It's so unlimited, and he can pretty much shoot from anywhere that he catches it.
Well, he moves without the basketball extremely well.
And there's another guy that you cannot let loose.
Those are 6 really good teams. Tough shot by Williams. And rebound going. How many bodies there? 5?
Indiana and the Wabash River Valley. Now again, Indiana State in third place right now, 2 games behind the Shockers. Meanwhile, Wichita State, as we mentioned, sitting atop the Valley standings. Huge game for both clubs because Indiana State defeated Wichita State in Wichita earlier. So they'd only be back a game with a victory tonight, and they would have the tiebreaker with the 2 wins if they can win at home. Orukpe.
Pass to A-Rop.
Mitchell in the land of the Giants. And here come the Sycamores. Cummings. And Orukpe gets back on.
This league to other leagues is there are no gimmies.
Right.
You go in some of the other mid-major or even major conferences, and there are gimmies on this.
Wilkins defensively, who has great length. Wilkins has done a great job on Anthony Early so far tonight. All blocking off physically, and they go up and get the basketball. That's the type of reaction, challenge, and block off to finish a defensive possession.
And a set play for Dan Mo.
20th time in the season, the 4th straight season. The Shockers have won 20 games. First time in the program's history that they've managed that.
Hard to believe that it's never been 4 in a row. 20 wins. I was really surprised when I heard that statistic.
Nice take by King. Sent right back.
Van Vliet going coast to coast.
5%. They have great offensive flow. In the last 3 games, not very good offensive flow because they didn't move the basketball. Tonight, they have moved the basketball, and it's shown in their shooting percentage.
Shot clock at 10 for the Bears. Trying to slice into this 14-point deficit. And nothing dropping for on the inbounds. Williams short. Orukpe with a powerful read. How many of those have we seen tonight? Holy smokes.
Can't catch it any closer. This is the time frame that tests young teams. When you're down 15, you have to understand you can't get it all back at once. Run your offense, be patient, get the shot that you want.
Marshall for 3. And Missouri
State was able to take away his driving lanes after he had the early outburst and shutting him down.
Let's see if the Bears can get into a little bit of a flow here offensively. They just been in a rut. 2 of 9 from the field here. Open up the second half of play. Williams. They get 2 of 10. 20 mark of the first half. They have just been struggling. Hall can't get the reverse. Orukpe gets the loose ball. Greg Marshall calls. Hall inside out with Wiggins. And Orukpe.
He decided that Orukpe was not going to get that rebound.
Well, Russ may not be happy, but there's Orukpe again. Terry Allen, the head coach at Missouri. Well, I think Terry would be impressed with that. Marshall. And they're just struggling offensively. Getting back to Paul Lusk, you know just from that transformation from non-conference to open up conference play that he's going to keep his players focused here in the back stretch of the Valley season.
Well, and the toughest thing for him is to shoot.
Van Vliet looking to create. Ehimen with the rebound. And a fresh 35.
Get him down low in the paint. He's got to see the spin move and the fadeaway.
Can't defend that shot. Cannot defend that shot at 6'8", let alone 6'4".
Like the sense of urgency. Score early, pick up 4.
Being across the timeline in a 5-point game. Still plenty of time to play. Shockers have got to make stops.
That last half-court set defensively was outstanding. Didn't allow the Salukis to get into the paint.
And there's another one for the...
In the Missouri Valley Conference, averaging 17.7 a game in conference play. He's a Larry Bird Award nominee, handed out to the best Missouri Valley player each year. Sonnet, his first 3 attempt off the rim.
Whistles in for another 2. He has 18. His season high is 21.
What was that powerful, explosive? Wichita State's going to stay with the zone. It allows Northern Iowa to use a lot of shot clock right now. Look how far the ball's extended. They want to use clock, but you got to get into a gap. Get the ball moving.
Sonnet. Quick fire, no good.
That would be advantage Wichita State. Well, a lot of traffic around the ball here.
Full court pressure by the Shockers. They get it across half court.
And they did it with the deep ball. Well executed.
It's saved by Sonnet. .40 seconds left. Inside, here's Cook. Working against Hall. Blocked. Wichita State would
shoot it from behind the arc. Early off to a great start.
Anthony early with the early triple. This hasn't been automatic for him of late. Just one of his last 9 coming in.
Early, but Bruce, he's a guy that if he can get hot early, look for him to have a big start on a big night.
Cale Cotton on A-Hop. Nice job on the pick and roll. +9. Have one of the highest rebounding differentials in the country. Indiana State just averaging about 1 more a game than their opponents, but they've obviously put great focus on getting to the glass in this game tonight.
Well, and you talked about their 50% shooting. This team relies on shooting the basketball well. They're 6-0 the first half. That's one good thing Wichita State has done. Only had 2 points.
And the rebound by...
I think he's set. I'm going to have to disagree with you.
All right, fair enough.
Unless Brown, when he left his feet is when he might have moved. Carl Hall might have shuffled his foot. But I thought he had both feet on the ground, the offensive player, and then Carl Hall got set. We'll agree to disagree, all right?
Fair enough.
Attaboy.
That's a 2. Orukpe with the... Cale Cotton, need a big bucket. Orukpe had it blocked early, trying to score. Cotton early draws the foul.
What a game!
Odom. Shockers just cannot get a rebound on the defensive end, and finally
had just one of them in the ball game up at Missouri State. Had 7 points at Springfield, ended a 3-game streak where he had been in double figures and averaged over 15 points a game.
Well, he's been great as of the last 4, averaging almost 14 points a game, but he's getting it done on the glass. He's getting almost 5 boards from the point guard spot over the last 4.
Strong take by Sims.
He's got to go at Nate Wells. He's the tallest guy.
Wichita State, 5 of 14 from the field, shooting just under 36%. 7 of 17 is Bradley, but 2 of 4 from 3-point range, 41%. Eastman pops to 3. And Ehimen leads. Orukpe on the offensive play.
He's playing as many as 27 minutes a game.
Bradley's turned it over 4 straight trips. Looking for something good to happen.
Shockers are just everywhere defensively.
Okay, along with Demetric Williams, Cale Cotton, Cleanthony Early, and Malcolm Armstead.
You know, Paul Lux in Missouri State, he's still trying to find guys, 5 guys on the court that he can rely on. This is a team through 19 games have now used 10 different starting lineups. Team last year that really never found 5 guys on a consistent basis that can get on the floor and get it done. That's why they struggle.
Yeah, Evan Thurman.
Mentioned he might have been a little bit pudgy coming out of high school, but this kid has worked himself into a physical specimen around the basket.
Here's Gibbs, the Gonzaga transfer. McDermott. In and out again. He's 0 for 2.
Those players, either yes, sir, or yes. There is no dialogue between coach and player when they're in video sessions.
Wichita State has lost 3 of the last 6 at home to Creighton. Creighton leads the all-time series in this big-time Missouri Valley rivalry. Another Creighton. Malcolm Armstead, and he has 6. He's the key. Rogge from NBA range, off the mark.
Well, you cannot let him hit up with Doug McDermott. I'd look for Anthony early right here.
Shot clock winding down. Offensive rebound again for the Shockers. This time it's Orukpe.
Team pushes across the timeline in a 4-2 ball game. Hill to the corner, Iki back out in front. 15 to shoot. Allen will oblige. The 3-ball on the way, and Orukpe pulls. Sakale Cotton. Big fella with the putback in the left hand. Orukpe is scoring the basketball. Keep an eye on that the rest of the game. Hill goes down into the hinterlands, and that's where Wichita State. Malcolm Armstead with the strip, the take, and the Shockers are on a 7-0 run. Brown can't get it to go. They're loyal. One of the best places to see a game in the country. Wiggins pulls away, and Shocks come up empty. A lot of one-on-one basketball right now for Wichita State. Illinois State with a chance to get it to within 5 or 4. Big clear by Orukpe. And the masses growing uneasy. Iki for 3. Finally a clear. And on the road than he is at home. Ehimen Orukpe with the little right hand trying to finish, couldn't get it to go. Evansville on the break back. Cox all the way clear.
He's under 8 rebounds a game. Physical, tough competitor, goes in and gets it. When he's in the lane, makes you think about it, hesitate. Ron want to dribble all the way in there against a 7-foot Nigerian. He's done a nice job of blocking shots, and look at the effort.
6 seconds to shoot, and they are going to get the shot. And Ehimen pulls. Cale thought that Cleanthony was following, and he didn't do it. Frustrating effort by Wichita State here, but still in the midst of this ball game. Inside of 5 minutes and 40 seconds to play. Ryan with the change of pace. Cox for 3. And Orukpe.
Junior college that Cleanthony early was named back-to-back National Player of the Year in New York. All the way to the basket. Wrist direct hit by Ehimen Orukpe.
He was shooting a poor 23% from the field, so he's enjoyed Valley play early.
Cale Cotton gets one of the 2 free throws. Numbers for Southern Illinois. Orukpe with his second block.
Try to go to get him a basket.
Nice job by Ehimen Orukpe. Raptors with the throwdown.
It's time to go now. This team needs to expand on what just happened. A great flush, a great pass. Orukpe throwing it down with authority, getting a block on the other end, and the foul.
They've outscored Southern Illinois by 14 so far here in the second. Ehimen Orukpe on the offense.
Of recruiting quality players, never giving up on guys. Orukpe was a process that they were able to manage the whole time. We're able to get him here. You said it, 1 year, it's been an outstanding year. This is a guy that fought fatigue, fought agility, couldn't handle the basketball, didn't have hands. Well, he's got all that now. played 29 minutes the last 2 games.
That one looked a little tired on that shot. He's missed a couple of times at the line tonight. That's about all he's missed. 8-point Wichita State lead. That is their largest of the game. Jackson to the basket. Ball knocked free. Orukpe just came over and did not. But Southern Illinois has really played well tonight, and they played with great energy and emotion.
And it's a team that's come into this game with a 4-game losing streak. They're 6-1. Free throw shooting team, 66%. We talked about it, but they shot it well from the line tonight.
Little hop, and Ehimen gets another one.
That's forced Wichita State to use some clock. 3 on the run. Armistead misses. Good cleanup inside by the big guy. What's it? This time. Bank shot in.
I really thought the loss of Joe Ragland would affect this Wichita State team in a very negative way. Armstead has proved me absolutely wrong. He's very good at the point.
And the loss of 3 starters to this point, too. And finding the Shockers at 13-1 and with that lone loss. Pretty remarkable. Under 10. Sims Edwards, tough shot, didn't get the roll.
That's just consistent progress for this Wichita State basketball program.
He got his 300th career win last year in the Bracket Buster game on February 18th. Got the regular season championship last year and got to the NCAA tournament. Here's an off-balance jumper and missed.
Walt Lemon Jr., number 25 in white, as Wichita State goes now to the 2-3 zone.
Should mention that Wichita State over the limit in the first half on fouls. Bradley couldn't get to the line.
Well, the on-ball screen doesn't help much against this zone.
Nope. An open look for Lemon, but now a long 3 attempted by Sims Edwards. Times for either a 1-and-1 or 2 free throws. Williams for 3. In and out, tip, no. Who's going to get the ball? Wichita State's got 4. The reason that this team is 22-4 on the road the last 2 years. Bradley in a desperation mode. Missing on the 3, a rebound.
6.2 points a game, ranks 50th nationally in scoring. And that 41% 3-point clip, second in the Missouri Valley Conference, 6th nationally. Wichita State so far has done a pretty good job with Drake and the fact that they can shoot the threes, but you saw in the first half they can pull up and fire at will, and they love to just chuck them up. Here's Mason inside. Van Diest, nice move on Orukpe. Fadeaway shot blocked by Orukpe. Now to Williams. Williams driving to his left, goes to his right hand. Orukpe rebound underneath. Left hand shot's good. And today.
That's what, 16 or 17 points for him off the bench. I thought he was pretty well guarded by Ben Simon that time, but he shot it right over the 6'8" senior.
Shockers are 8 of 11 here in the second half, including now 4 or 5 from 3-point range. 49-30. Armstead, and now Shockers are 3-on-2. White underneath, shot no good. Orukpe follow-up, shot rims in. Balanced by Wichita State. Williams, nice drive, gonna take it to the rim, shot no good, but tipped in and followed up.
Ball at 15:34 and counting in the first half. The baseline jump won't go, and there's Peel for Northern Iowa, and he missed the putback.
The scouting report and then executing exactly what his coach wants to do. This kid is really a scholar athlete on the floor. He understands
in the first half.
He shoots 37% from the 3-point arc. And while Northern Iowa played great half-court defense, for some unknown reason, backed off their best shooter.
And that was all net. Around it goes to Bohannon. Back out front for Chip Wayne. Leon Mitchell drawing the double team. Now Cotton is with him. Bus missed. Wichita State.
Kid shoots 63%. Now we see why.
White with a long three tried. Wichita State has 5 fouls in the second half. Son and Timber.
I think this is good coaching by Ben Jacobson. Really letting the starters know, hey, nobody's bigger than the program. Everybody's got to play together. You got to give back.
Now the entry pass. Orukpe into the lane, short with a one-hand shot, gets the rebound, and the putback with the left hand.
Shooting 46% early from deep, forcing a three a little bit there against pressure.
Burn that clock.
Boy, the Shockers just settling for a lot of...
Push it when this team's running back into this 2-3 zone.
Ehimen Orukpe with a great tip. Anthony early. Now, Nick Wiggins, who had 8 points in the first half, in. Nimley receives it in backcourt. 30 seconds to shoot it. Shockers have been steadfast man-to-man and really haven't been hurt in their half-court sets. They've been hurt in transition.
Exactly. They've done a fair job of keeping the guys in front of them. Really not giving Charleston Southern any buckets. But coming out in the second.
That is a number that Greg Marshall would really like to improve on. This is traditionally a team under Marshall that shoots the ball very well from the line.
Shockers showing a little zone.
And first time down for the Shockers. Charleston Southern has played zone from start to finish. 3 ball on the way. And Orukpe.
Wichita State coming out with a couple of buckets first. Wild shot by Baker, no good. Early, a couple of free throws, and now a 3. He's an X factor, as you mentioned, Coach. And that's a great sign for the Shockers if he's going to do that tonight. McCabe wanted to find some offense early. Stop that effort. Oglesby back out to McCabe. May on the baseline. McCabe finds his way open, but the shot blocked by Orukpe. Second and missed the lay-in. Melson Basabi up top. Basabi, a season-high 11 points last night. That was Oglesby on the trigger, missed it. Clay Anthony, 6 of 7 from the line. 3 threes in this game, 4 rebounds. You are sage and wise, Coach Z, for pointing him out as an X factor.
Well,
he's bearing fruit here in the championship.
He's making me look like John Wooden tonight.
May has it blocked. It's been a half. Youth teams, high school teams, and college teams get in the game at TripleCrownSports.com. Wasabi missed the second. Orukpe
Cotton reading the missed shot to get the offensive rebound on a save and then finishing one-handed.
Double team out. Wasabi rolls down. Up to Marble with 13 on the shot clock. McCabe tries a 3. Bouncer won't go down for him. And it's Orukpe on a scramble read.
But Orukpe able to absorb the contact and block the shot.
Orukpe on the glass. Nine-point lead for Wichita State. Woodbury spinning shotter on the baseline. Back to Williams. 3 on the way. Tip no good. Nice rebound on these.
One team, DePaul's already played 9. Wichita State has played 11.
Well, it can't be the altitude. We're at about negative 5 feet of altitude, so it can't be that. They're going deep on those benches. Trying to keep that pace up. Fresh legs, fresh lungs in the game. Up top, McKinney with 13 seconds on the shot clock.
Wichita State has done a great job of forcing DePaul's offense to start further out than they would like.
Morgan up against the shot clock with 2 to go. Missed it. Orukpe, big 4 to shoot. Good look. Missed too strong by Van Vliet. Orukpe to Wiggins.
And by the freshman. Understands that the best way to attack the zone is go north-south.
This shot missed front iron by Cleveland Melvin. Wichita.
Little hip check,
And the foul. Second foul for Orukpe in this contest. Try to catch our breath here in a moment, give you an update if we've got any foul issues on the board. Klahar misses. Armstead all the way to the basket. Orukpe on the try, won't go. Melvin outlet. It's
Well, as long as he's a threat inside, he's a shot blocker. I think you can live with a big man who is supremely skilled in one end or the other. And Orukpe, obviously, his strength is a defensive man. Anything he gives you as far as points is a gift.
Brandenburg